G'day, good evening, good afternoon, whichever one it happens to be. Welcome back. It's Denodon here to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where we're going to keep playing through. I know I forgot to do a stream last weekend. I was busy, and then just, well, life happened. So the stream didn't. And so let's try and come up with something this time. Now, we're going to try and do another design again. Now, a lot of people recommended that I should do the inverse of the meme ship, which is basically, well, you've seen the meme ship that was lots of small guns on a big battleship, basically no armor, and see how we went. Well, for this one, I'm going to give a go at trying to do a ship that is basically a few guns, but mostly just lots of armor, and see what happens. Basically a turtle ship, for lack of a better term. Doesn't need to be fast, doesn't need to have a lot of punch, but it just needs to be stupidly well armored. So, we're going to see what we can do with that. Now, there's a few tricks I've got in mind, so we'll see how we go. Now, hopefully, they will work. Click to continue. Now, we're going to use this base mission again, because it's, it's the base one. And first of all, we're going to have to do our basic thing. So we're going to chuck a tower on. Unfortunately, the tower is massive and there's only one, so we haven't got a lot of options to do with it. Now, actually, I have an idea. Whoops, go away. If I get you far enough forward... Now, funnels. We still only have the one. I mean, we could put a second one, but we don't really need it, to be honest. We're going to want maximum bulkheads. We don't need range. Speed is not going to be important here, so we could whack that all the way down, but I'm going to wait and see what I can achieve first. Let's just get all these basics sorted, because we are going to need some good armor. Bar beds we might not even actually have on this design, so I'm not going to worry about them for now. We'll see what happens. Gonna need all the protection, basically. Super heavy shells, as ever. Increased shells. We'll change that if we need to. Now, we want to have something that's going to maximize our damage. Now, we're probably going to still go with a fairly meme ship build. So, in that particular situation, we're probably going to want to still carry the Lidite, because, yeah, plus 100% AG fire shell chance. That's pretty valuable. Turrets, we're going to want Electro Hydro. We're going to want Semi-Auto Reloading. Rangefinder, we're going to want the... You've got one that gives long range accuracy, or one that gives better aiming speed. So we're going to go the one with better aiming speed. I feel that's going to be more valuable. And RDF is useful just for finding the ships if you lose any. Armor is something we're going to come back to as soon as we've got the basics down. So, main guns, the idea with the turtle ship is not many big guns. That's not really the focal point. So, we get big 16-inch but singles on here. Like, say, one there, and one there. That's setting our weight offset a little bit, and that looks kind of funny, but, bear with me. This is going to work, maybe. It possibly won't work, but we'll see. Now, same sort of thing. We're going to want some good secondaries that don't weigh too much. So, the 5s are probably the best bet, but I want a little bit of punch from a few. So, we'll go some twin 8-inches, wherever we can fit them. Sadly, they can't fit on there. Actually, can the 7s? Yes, the 7s can fit on there, so I changed my mind. We're having 7s. Just on those spots. And we'll fit, if it will let us, one there and one there. No, not offset a little bit, but it'll be fine. Now we're going to have a gun overlapping there, so that's going to cause problems. So we're not going to have any further aft, that's okay. That's probably enough on the 7 inches. Now the 3 inches, do we want, or... Do we want, actually no, 5s is still better. We'll put some 5s in here. Can the 4s fit in any of those single spots? They cannot. What about the 3s? They can, so we'll chuck the 3s in them as well. This isn't the core of the ship, but it's our starting point. So we'll go with that. Now, that's basically all the armament I plan on giving this ship. So, we're kind of lacking in the main gun department. I mean, seriously lacking. But that's not the point. The point here is if I can get our armor up. Now, first of all, we're going to want to increase the armor on our secondaries. They're not our primary weapons, but they're pretty important. And same with the turret roofs. We're going to put as much armor on them as we can realistically justify. That's why I picked the cost, because armor tends to be a cost thing rather than a weight issue. I mean, you'll hit weight quite quickly, but you can pile on the armor. Now, normally, you can see you have less on each, but I'm going to initially just round them all up. Make them symmetrical. So there we go, 5-inch all round on the deck. Now the belt is going to need to go up to all round 11 as well. And then we'll start increasing things up. Now I could just click in and type, but I like to see what the increase is going here so I can see how much we can get away with. So first off, I'm going to want to put as much into deck as I want. I want at least basically 10 inches of deck armor. Because fighting at longer ranges to close in, you're going to want to have some better deck armor. So deck extended is where a lot of the weight will come in. So you can see we're already pretty close to maxing out our weight limit up here. Now that means the ship has got a minimum of 10 inches of armor in every spot. But we can do better. We can increase the belt. Now we can reduce the size of the ship if we need to. Or we can reduce, or rather increase, the displacement, reduce the speed. There's a lot of things we could do. So let's just keep piling on, and then we'll see what we can do to change things. So I want to get at least a 20-inch belt. So I'm ignoring the ship is overweight window. We'll ignore that and address it when it comes to it. So there we go. We'll have 20 on there. Now, will we save weight by reducing the size of the ship? Possible. Not likely, but it's possible. Now you can see it's not really going to work, and that's because we've got big weapons and a lot of big structures, so that's not going to help us. If we make it bigger, however, is that going to make a difference or hinder us? I feel that's made it a little closer, as you can see, but it hasn't quite helped us either. So I'm actually going to leave it at the smallest possible. And I'm going to actually rework this whole structure because I aren't really happy with this, to be honest. I feel we can do better. So let me click that, please. Yes, remove it. And now I got to clear all this. So actually, let's just clear. That'll work. So that'll help me. Now, we can actually do something stupid and increase the armor before we've even got any of the rest of the ship in place. That's exactly how it will help, you know. Because you click the clear design and it doesn't change any of that. I'm not sure why it doesn't change any of that, but it doesn't. It does reset all your engines though. So I've got to reset all this stuff back up. Which is very exciting footage, I'm sure. And I'm hoping the audio is actually good this time. I've messed around with my microphone settings a little bit. Hopefully it's not crackling like it was last time, because that was frustrating, and I don't know why it was doing that. But it was, well, going through the video to edit it, and man, I did not like having to hear that crackle. So hopefully that's not an issue this time. It might be, but hopefully it isn't. So we're going to have to stick these. I wish we could give more options. Or I wish they would give us more options. It'll happen eventually, I'm sure. And now we're already overweight just by putting them on. So we're going to have to adjust our armor down, I feel. But let's see what we can do. What do we want? We won't actually go 16s. They're a bit too heavy. Mark 4s, yeah, and also they're only Mark 1 guns, they're not as good. Yeah, let's just stick 2 of these on. Looks kind of silly on a ship this size, but yeah. Oh, but then side guns. Will you? Oh, did I pick the right one? Side guns. Will you let me place them? You might let me place them. Something like that. Go the full hexagonal arrangement. Because that can't possibly end badly. Like that. There we go. That's our main armament. Now to save weight, we're just going to use the 5s this time because we've got 9s. And yes, I'm going to deal with the weight issue when I get to it. 3s, we'll chuck them back on. So we got much smaller armament. It's absurd. But we'll see what we can do with this. It might end badly, it might not. Secondaries actually don't really matter now because we're using more of our main guns as our actual weapon. But we are considerably over the weight limit. 71,000, so we might have to address that. We want to go light shells, that might help us, but it does hinder us a little bit. Like, it doesn't even change that much in the settings, but whatever. We'll leave that. Build extended we're going to have to reduce, I think, because it's not going to let us work like that, unfortunately. But we've still got a considerable amount of armor, considering what the ship actually is. I could drop the speed further. There you go, 15 knots. So yeah, literal turtle ship here. In which case, we probably don't even need stuff like that. Are these adding weight? Yes, they're adding weight. So if we go natural, because that's not really affecting us much. That increases fuel cost, fuel storage, it's engine cost. But cost isn't our issue. It's the weight that's our issue. Let's reduce that down a little bit. There we go. 11.8 inches of belt extended, 20-inch main belt, 10 on the deck, 10 on the extended deck, 11 on the turrets and the conning tower, 10 on the turret tops, and 6 on the secondaries. So it's a really stupid ship that's incredibly slow, but I don't know. We'll give it a try, and then if this fails in spectacular fashion, which I'm expecting it will, no doubt, then we will change things up and try something else. Just wait for a good old loading screen. They seem to take a little longer now than they used to. Not sure why. There we go. The French Empire versus United States, apparently. Spoke to the west, so we will go there. Now, yes, we are incredibly slow, but we have quite a few weapons, I suppose, so that's something. I mean, they're all small guns, but that helps with the rate of fire. I mean, there's still a fair amount of ammunition in this thing, so we'll see what happens. I feel this would probably work in an earlier mission better than this mission, because we're so limited by this bloody awful Yamato-style structure and hull, which is all we've got to work with at this mission. Be nice if they change it, but we don't have that as an option just yet, so we'll see. But yeah, we have a 66,000 ton ship that's armamented 9-inch guns. That's such a... You can just see how utterly ridiculous that is. Just how small they are in comparison to the ship. It makes no sense. And plus, we're so slow that it's going to take forever to actually get into range of anything too. But that's part of the fun, I feel. There you go, we got some interesting accuracy buffs. It'll be interesting to see what the range actually gets to on them. Like 3-barrel tech, I maybe should have gone with the twins all round. Maybe that's something I'll do with a later design. Oh, someone's shooting at us already. And there's smoke on the horizon. And we are nowhere near the battlefield yet. What is our range on these anyway? 15.5, but at that range their accuracy is 0.6%, so not really worth firing. G'day Project Atlas, and yes, I hope this game gets supported well with mods. That would be nice. Because there's so much potential here for what you could do with mods. Be it just new parts, new hull types, new superstructures. And even, if they ever did it, you know, missions. That would be fun. Let the guys designing the game focus on the campaigns or whatever they do. Now we've got good rate of fire on these. Good bounce there. Now the issue with this design is that we're probably not going to have much punch, so we're going to take a lot of fire and not really achieve much with it. But we'll see. Yeah, 3% chance to hit that guy over there 12 kilometers away. But at least our rate of fire is good. So that's our bonus. When you're getting close, I know I've tested similar ideas before. That's when you can see some of the hilarity that ensues from having ridiculous amounts of armor when everyone's shots are just bouncing off of you. Like, look at all this firepower coming in right now. If any of them actually hit, that'll be another matter, but this game actually gets the accuracy pretty realistic in that sense. Because naval combat at this point in history wasn't really about accuracy. Also, again, we're apparently a French ship, because every time I build a meme-built ship, it seems to be either an American ship or a French ship. I'm not sure if that's saying something about me or the game, I don't know. Let's reduce to our accuracy bonus at 12 knots. Yeah, we are going full-on coastal defense ship here. May as well have it powered by diesels at that rate. Good amount of firepower coming in right now. I don't know who he's actually firing on at this point. The game is running a little slow, and then of course the ship is running slow too, so there's that. Yes, the RDF flashing saying the enemy is there. Yeah, I can see that. Just look in the direction where all the rain is coming from. That's how I find them. I don't need to look any more than that, thank you. Not sure who are we actually firing at. This guy over here. We're firing at a destroyer for some reason. Don't fire at him. Fire at someone that's going to be a little easier to hit, maybe. Yeah, like him. He looks... That's actually a pretty cool design. Fire on him, maybe. Is that one, I think. Yes. Fire on him. You might actually get some hits there. Not quite the smoke spectacular that we get from the meme ships. There's not as much gunfire happening, so that's always a disappointment. Seeing the shells bounce, however, that's always kind of fun. Just, you know, make sure they don't land on you as they tumble back down at an incredibly slow speed, apparently. G'day, Jason Hart. Welcome aboard this, whatever this is. Another good bounce there. So far, a lot of their hits are missing us. That's where I'd like to have a smaller superstructure. Then I could literally have basically a floating hull. That would be fun. Yeah, I'm not sure about the history of these developers for how mod support actually is for their games. That's going to be a deciding factor as well, because some games in the past you just can't mod very well, which was unfortunate. Like, what was it, the Battle Stations games. Those are always good fun, but you couldn't really mod them. So as a result, they had a pretty limited lifetime. And then things would end, which is a shame. Are we actually doing anything to that battleship over there? Not really. Let's just close in, eh? Rather than waste time at range where we're not really doing anything. Oh, apparently there was torpedoes. Ah, yes, there is too. Wasn't even paying attention. That's probably a bad thing. I reduced the engines as if having engines would help us right now. But yes, I feel this particular version isn't going to work. But we can work around this. You know, I have some ideas to improve this design. I wish, like I said, less superstructure, and then I could pile on even more armor, because at the moment I'm having to waste armor on them. But because of the game, how the game works, you have to have... Oh, there's another torpedo, which we're going to take because we can't turn. What a shame, it did 30 damage. I mean, it does flooding, but, you know, they're not as big of a problem. Are we doing anything to that guy over there? Let's go. Let's slow things down and have a look at what our opponents have got. Here you go, a heavy cruiser that's got 10-inch guns. He's actually got more guns than we have. You got the Bremerton, and what's that? The Missoula? What's that? Oh wow, that's a cruiser with 11-inch guns in triples. Yes, cruiser with quotation marks. That is basically, you know, a proper battle cruiser, but no, it's just cruiser. The Minnesota battleship here, 14-inch guns. See, I would like to have this hull here. I might have to try this mission with another ship. Like another mission, I think, as a base. That might be fun. What else have we got in these guys? Are these cruisers all going to be the same? Hey, look, the Olympia here isn't a pre-Dreadnought. And the destroyers, what are you? 5-inch gun, 4-inch guns, okay. And there's a few of them, so yes. There's some interesting opponents. Ooh, okay, apparently Colorado's just a cruiser here. A cruiser with 11-inch guns, so it's not a actual... Oh, there we go, that was a big explosion from us. We do apparently have rudder still. And yes, they're totally cruisers. There's 11-inch guns. Yeah, just ignore us. They're totally cruisers, guys. I don't think we've sunk a single one yet, so this idea does need some refinement. I will admit that. Yeah, we're going to need to do something about this design. We are still doing 4.7 knots at the moment. And here's some more torpedoes. They're not really affecting us. I'm not even really that worried about these torpedoes. The Germans put 11-inch guns on the, was it Deutschland class Panzer ships, which were commerce raiders. They were built in the 1920s before the Nazis by the, what's it, Weimar Republic, how do you pronounce that? And they were intended for commerce raiders. They weren't battleships, they had basically no armor, they were slow, but they had decent range. And in reality, they were basically just heavy cruisers, or with basically big guns. That's all they really had. And then you had the Scharnhorst class battleships, or battle cruisers, because they were basically battle cruisers. They had 11-inch guns, but 9 of them in 3 triple turrets. They were planned to be upgunned to 15-inch guns, but they were never actually done because of cost and time and the fact that they were in the middle of a war. They actually began the conversion of Gneisenau when it was damaged in port by bombing, but again, it was never actually completed, so that doesn't really count. More torpedoes, keep firing them. Yes, this ship definitely needs more DACA, I agree. The armor sort of works, but we need more of it for a better trade-off of more DACA to go with the armor. We're still bouncing everything, which is fun. But we're not really got the same fight back. We need more of a fight back to go with our armor. So Minnesota there's basically completely undamaged. Question is, what are they hitting most? Mid-belt, mid-deck, stern belt, mid-belt, mid-deck, stern belt extended there, stern belt, mid-belt again, mid-deck, so I'm guessing the ends are getting hit a little bit less. So we could probably address that. It's always just actually to look at where most of your fire is coming from to help improve your design. Yes, they did put their 150s on a couple of destroyers, and those destroyers are absolutely useless because they couldn't handle the heavy seas that they were being put into, and then their high pressure steam plants just weren't very reliable. So, although they were some of the prettiest looking destroyers of World War II, they were probably the least useful destroyers of World War II as well. Then again, I'm in the more DACA crowd because I always like the Akazuki class, or, you know, the Duck, who are basically having all the 100mm guns. Because that's definitely more my style. They're taking their fair time to sink us. I'll have to say, we just need to actually make this ship more useful first. Apparently we're going to run out of ammo on them. That's amusing. Yeah, the damage control guys are pretty good. And how many torpedoes have we taken? Quite a few torpedoes. I'd love there to actually be a stat somewhere saying, I mean, here's our hits. But I'd love to see ones for how many you've received. And yeah, I liked, was it the Contra Torpedoes? Something. But, oh, game froze. There we are. Those French destroyers that basically were armed with the big guns and did like 40 knots. And were classed as light cruisers by the enemy, pretty much. That was fun. And their allies, I'm pretty sure, classed them as cruisers as well. Oh, what is it? You had the Mogador and the Le Fantastique and those ones. And then the Italians built their own equivalents that were actual cruisers that did like 41 knots or something. So I could do that for this as well. After I get bored of doing turtle ships, I could try just doing a proper speed demon again. Come on guys, we're 4.1 knots, so we're actually going a little bit faster than we were. Even with 3 engines out. Must try harder, people. And yeah, I'm surprised they haven't closed in either. They're sitting at the range. They could easily do it if they wanted, but they've run away. The only one that we can still see is the Minnesota. That we have done 2% damage to. Yes. Must try harder. And we're about to run out of ammo on our 4.5 guns. There we go. And we sank as we ran out of ammo. Okay. Let's redo that. We'll keep it this mission for now, I think, or should we go? Is there another one we could use? This one might actually work. Yeah, we might use this one. Something different, just for variety's sake, because I'm kind of bored of that Yamato hull. There's so little you can do with it, and it's annoying. Whereas a hull like this, or like this, I can do a lot more with. Hey, also, we're German now, that's good. Okay, but we will do the same thing. So we'll use the battlecruiser hull, but we're not going to be a battlecruiser. You know, sorry to let you down. We'll go maximum bulkheads, I think, again. Yeah, turbines, oil, forced. We'll use turbo electric drive, why not? Get all these set up, and then we will experiment with what we can actually get away with doing with this ship. Lyddite again. Oh, hang on, Lyddite 1. We'll go electro-hydro, semi-auto, RDF as always, and then that one, okay. Let's see. Light cruisers can be interesting, but the hulls are kind of restrictive on what you can actually do with them at the moment. Which is a shame. Okay, that is a massive tower. I mean, it does give a good accuracy bonus, but don't really want such a bulky tower on the ship. Torpedoes. Okay, so they're all... We'll go that one. Why not? We'll give this one a shot. We'll see what we do here. Second. Barbettes I'll arm if I'm actually going to put them. I don't know if I'm going to equip this ship with them at this stage. Like, I might fit them with it, I might not. Can't really do much with that tower. And it's quite a big tower, which is a disappointment. Where actually can we put barbettes on this? Only fore and aft. Okay, so they're not really that useful to us. Unless we went like a barbette there and had a gun, and gun. Which we can try. We can try doing that. I'm not sure it's going to help us at all. What even guns can we put on them anyway? The 14s do fit on them. What about the 15s? No, the 15s will not fit on them, but the 14 will. So if we go there, there. Ah, we can't put one there, so I'll have to mess around with that. Put one there. Move that further back. I want to put a gun on there if I can. Nah, it's not going to let me put a gun there. That's a disappointment. I can do that. But that doesn't really help us much. No, I don't really like that. And will 11s fit there? Given we were speaking about 11s just before. They can. Okay. Now that's going to restrict the arc of the other gun, isn't it? If I do that. Yeah. But we'll see. That's an interesting design. Okay, we're going to need some funnels. Now that's already enough, but we'll chuck one on there for redundancy's sake. Now, we can't really do turtle ship with this. We could try, but I don't think it's going to work. Can we do... What fast... Oh, 48 knots. Should we try and do a 48 knot battlecruiser? I feel that would be insane, but that might be kind of fun. So what's that affecting? That's mostly affecting the weight, yes. Okay, we'll leave it on standard. That goes to natural. What does that change? Engine efficiency, yeah. So we're going to need a lot more funnels to make that work. But I kind of want to do that now. That's the basic armor. Yeah, let's just try and do a 48 knot battlecruiser. Why not? So let's clear the ship as much as we can, because we're going to need to put... Oh, go away. As many funnels as we can fit to try and reduce the penalties. So mega funnels will give us to 82%. Can we fit another funnel anywhere? It's not going to let us fit one anywhere by the look of it, so we're going to have to deal with that. I can't change. Forced is still the best, so we'll leave it on forced. Now, we are too heavy, so what can we do about this? We can increase the size of the ship, which helps us a little bit. Ah, we apparently lost our secondary tower. Let's chuck you there. What else can we do? Bulkheads, we could set to minimum. That's not really a good idea, but we can do it. We don't need armor. We're not going to have secondaries on this design. We're going to have just main guns, so we can completely ditch their armor. Conning tower is going to be important, probably. Belt, yeah, we're going to have to leave something there, I think. Standard shell. We could reduce the shells, but we need to figure out what our guns are going to be first. 16s are probably ridiculous because they're going to be too heavy. Should we try 16-inch guns? It won't let us fit them anywhere. I feel the 3-barrel's going to get hit by accuracy penalty. Can I? Oh! I can fit a 16 single there somewhere. Yes! I don't know how that's going to turn. The game says it's not going to be able to turn, but it will say. Can I move that further forward? No, that's as far forward as that will go. And I accidentally deleted the funnel in the process, so well done me. We're not going to need Lidite then. We're going to want to have something else on this. I'm not sure what other good one there is. Shell damage, shell penetration. Oh, we'll go that one. Why not? Let's put the long range things on here. And yes, let's just get rid of all the armor except conning tower and turrets. That can't possibly end badly. You know. Who needs armor? I'd love to put a gun in the middle there as well, but we've got the issue that at the moment we literally can't afford to because we're still overweight. 4-inch of belt armor we have to have, apparently. So maybe we are going to need to get rid of some of this armor, but I don't want to touch that. What can we do? Engines are going to be heavy. But we're going to need good engines, because you can see having basic steam engines is way too heavy for that. What can we do to reduce weight? Because I kind of like the dumb idea of the 16s. Unless we had them all as singles. What's the weight? 1.4, 955. So, that might work. It's going to be very inaccurate. But we can try it. I can't put a single in the middle. It's just too big. Disappointment. Offset the weight to the back. Apparently, there you go. Let's 4-weight offset there. But that puts us below the weight. Unfortunately, it looks like we need one in there, which it would let me fit, but then that pushes us over the weight problem. I can't move the tower any further back than that. No, that's as far as I can move it. I can move this one back. There's not really any point to moving that one back. It doesn't really gain us anything by doing it. It just looks absurd. If I set that to there, we've got a slight weight offset. Now, engine efficiency isn't great. So we might not actually be able to achieve 48 knots. But it won't let us put a funnel anywhere else, which is a disappointment again. Does any of the other towers let you have more than one? Okay, that one, actually. Let's clear that one out. Well, this one, which is heavier. Yes, this one will let me fit more funnels on. They are going to push us over the weight by the look of it. Yeah. That's also because that's heavier. Bulkheads. Yes, I could change the bulkheads down. That's adding weight. It's not adding much weight. If we set that, there you go. This is, according to the game, a perfectly usable ship. We've got a bonus on the engine efficiency. Torque is a little low, but it's not too bad. We've only got 3 16-inch guns, but we do go at 48 knots, so... Is there any secondaries we can fit anywhere? We can fit some 3s on. There we go. We can fit them on, and apparently that will work. Can we fit any of these in? Apparently that's going to collide with it. Because you know me and my 3-inch guns, I put them on everything. Even though they don't really do anything, they're kind of fun anyway. Because for some reason I've got that Agadoo song stuck in my head. If you haven't heard of it, go watch a video of it and then you'll have that stuck in your head as well. And then you can blame me for it. Okay, well let me fit them. I don't know if I actually want to have the 3-inch guns like that though, or if I want to put something actually a bit bigger. I might try if I can fit something a bit bigger, because I know at this level they're not really going to help me much. 6s. We obviously can't fit as many of them. Yeah. Let's just go the 5s. I know the 5s. For some reason, look at the 5 is 50 ton and the 6 goes to 143. It's ridiculous. Like, why is there such a dramatic weight difference between them? I just really don't get it. Oh, stop snapping to that slot, please. I don't want you on that slot. I want you on the broadside with all the others. There you go. And we could actually put a tiny bit of armor on. Not much armor, admittedly. But we got a tiny bit of armor on. There we go. This isn't possibly going to end in spectacularly bad fashion. But we could try it. Is this the birth of a new genre of meme ship? Maybe. Just break the game with stupidly fast ships that don't really do a lot, but then again, the meme ships didn't really do a lot either. They worked against the merchants, but against combat ships, no, not really. Oh, we got 2 destroyers as well, which I don't really like him any. So you can, yeah, screen me, but stay AI controlled maybe. I feel that's going to be for the best. But we're probably going to be faster than them. Yeah, they are 28.5 knot destroyers versus 48 knot battlecruiser. Ah, don't you love it being stupidly faster than your own escorts? 16s are not the most accurate gun at this level. But that doesn't matter, because I think anyone else shooting at us is going to have trouble as well, just by how fast we are. Also, that gun apparently can turn. Didn't look like it would be able to turn, but it could turn. Yeah, I suppose the loading system might be a bit different on these, like the 6-inch guns. That might help a little bit, or explain some of the difference. And thanks, Clouds. I've been trying to get back into doing more videos. I said trying to remember to do videos as well. Not sure how long today's stream will be for, and I'll hopefully edit it down into a video later, just for highlights, so if anyone wants to see this in future, it might be there. I know I tried with, what was it, the Destroyer, when I was messing around with that Destroyer battle and fighting the Beast. I edited that one a lot more than I normally would. Not sure if anybody preferred that, but I felt cutting out some of the extra, you know, noise from a battle into something more concise might be better. Because I know a lot of people won't watch a video for more than 10 minutes. So, given my average video is a lot longer than that, like these streams are hours usually. G'day Ian, how do you say your last name? Dolgoviskij? Something like that? Dolgoviskij. Yeah, that's how I'm going to say it, but yes, hi, thank you for subscribing. I suck at reading. What's our cruise accuracy thing? It's still 40 knots, but let's get up to 48 knots first. We're still at 35. We're going slow at this point. What have they got? Also, we're going to not want to get too close, so we'll try and stay out here for now. We're already leaving our destroyers behind, but that's fine. Come on, let me jump to him, please. He's too far away to click. There you go. Oh, that's a nasty looking ship. Looks like he's done what I did with putting the smaller guns in there. Haven't identified him though, so we don't know what he's actually armed with. They look to be, what, 15s? Maybe 16s as well? They look a little shorter in barrel, so they might not be 16s, but hard to tell. And then, is he the same? Yeah, you're the same as well. So they're quite brutal looking battleships. Especially because they've got more guns. They've got the same amount of guns in one turret that we have across all our turrets. Here's another cruiser, in quotation marks, with what looks like quite big guns again, because the AI seems to like doing that. And no, we don't have much armor, so we don't want to be getting close, thank you. That's not the point of this ship. Yeah, I wonder who would the game trick, because the game gives buffs and penalties for a ship's size. So we would be presumably easier to hit by being a bigger ship, but because of our speed, it should be giving a penalty to their accuracy. I mean, these destroyers are going to try and screen us, but they're not really doing a great job, to be honest. So I'm just going to let them do their own thing. And see what we can do with our utterly absurd ship. What is the range on... Okay, so the 5-inch guns can engage at 8, so... They are almost in range. Of course, we have, like, you know, at most 5.7 of armor, and, like, no deck armor at all to speak of. So, we would hope that their guns just pass through the hull and penetrate without, decapping. If we don't decap the shell, we'll pass through. That'll be fine, won't it? That's how it works. Yeah, I suppose I could just send... I mean, they're already on AI control, so... They're saying they're going to target those guys already. But we'll see what they do. You can see more ships from their side now. Ah, there's a light cruiser. You'll be firing at the destroyers then. But yeah, no armor is best armor. I think that actually is how my attitude to the Omaha in World of Warships is. The ship has got so little armor that the enemy firing at you either overpens and does very little damage, or they hit your citadel and do devastating amount of damage. There's no middle ground. We haven't identified these guys yet. I want to know what they're armed with. Oh, we destroyed a main gun on the one we hit. Over there somewhere. Yeah, him. Which gun do we destroy? Ah, the one that'll be on fire will be the one we destroy. That makes sense. Also, now that we are at speed, I will slow us down to improve our accuracy. You see, there you go. Our accuracy is going up as we steady off at either 38 or 40 knots. 38 seems to be a good margin. So the only negative we've got at the moment is from the evening time. But it's actually kind of funny, because there you go. We have a ship that is stable for once. Putting basically little guns and no armor makes a ship stable. There you go. Oh, there goes a secondary gun. Didn't need that. I like how this began as doing a turtle ship and then just became doing speed. This is just Jackie Fisher embodied. I can't put 18-inch guns on this, sadly, so 16s it had to do. Although I did pick more funds, didn't I? So maybe if I pick tech, we will have 18-inch guns. I will have to check that, actually. Oh, we lost an engine. Oh no. It might slow us down a little bit. What are they? 14-inch guns. Yes, so... what's that? 5 times 3. So 15 14-inch guns. Okay. I can maths. I can do maths. Don't you worry. Oh, we disabled the gun we already took out. I like that engine out, we're doing 36.8, 36.7 knots at the moment. And we're flooding and still maintaining that speed. See, that's the trick. You just sail fast enough and then damage doesn't really make as big an impact on you. Our destroyers are, like, what, 8 kilometers away now? Yeah, they're actually much more than that. They're way back there. What are you guys doing, by the way? I don't know what they're doing. They're just sort of sailing at their top speed at 28 knots, and then... or 28.5, sorry. They did launch torpedoes, apparently. But I don't know what they're doing with them. Yeah, don't have a citadel and it can't be hit. That's basically how it works. Oh, we took out his engines. That battleship, we're actually seeing... this one's already doing a lot more in combat than the turtle did. And is there a way to unlock stuff? Control-Alt-Shift-A. Is that something you do in the menus, is it? Because if I can unlock everything, I'll have to mess around with that and see what other monstrosities I can make. Because you can play the game properly, which I do in my off time, or you can play the game like I play on stream, and then just make stupid designs that would no way work, but see what the game will actually permit. G'day, VOKLS, the Shadow of Death. Yes, that seems appropriate for this ship. Oh yeah, there you go. Start war, okay. That's interesting what they do. Oh, custom battles, that's interesting. Unlock all parts, I think I did that. Did that accept that? Yes, unlock all parts, yes. I don't want to reset things. Oh, so you can just enable max accuracy. I might do that later, but I'm not going to do that now. That seems like something to do when you're utterly bored and just have perfect accuracy and an invulnerable 48 knot ship. 130 torpedo launches. Will that let you put torpedo launchers like the deck ones on a battlecruiser? Because if so, I'm doing 48 knot Kitakami. That would be insane. Who cares about torpedo accuracy when you can just launch the maximum amount of torpedoes possible? The destroyers are getting closer. Are you guys firing on them? No, they might be firing on him actually. I can't tell who my secondaries are actually firing on. Triple 18 on the front, single 9 on the back, rest armor. Yeah, that sounds like what I've been messing around with. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's fun regardless of how you do it. "18-inch belt armor." Yeah, that sounds like quite the fun ship. Okay, our guns are firing on him. They're not really doing a lot, but they are firing on him. Yeah, when you have like the max out on all like the torpedo protection stuff, you just don't care about torpedoes anymore. They just don't do damage to you. We're flooding again, so let's set full speed and see what happens. Probably nothing, because we're already below that level. Did we take out the battleship? We did. Oh, we almost took him out, and then we switched targets, I guess. Engage this destroyer if you can. There we go. Single shot the destroyer. Or single salvo, rather. Let's turn away, because they're getting a little close for comfort, given we have no armor. And we're starting to lose things. Oh, there we go. Structural damage. Oh, ammo detonation. Yes, that will happen when you have no armor. No. Let's do more funds, yes. Oh, the game is not really happy at loading the shipbuilder right now. It's showing me the loading screen of death and not responding on the top left. You can do it, game. Or have I broken you? No, there we go. Ah, okay. That's just a few hulls. I can't even see what options we've got. Oh, we can even build transport. There we go. That's actually a good hull to put torpedoes on. You know. It's going to be slow as hell. Also there, you will build 148 transports. Shall we do that? Yes. Build 148 transports. Why not? We can't armor them, but... Oh, actually we can armor them. That's amusing. The game is just not sure how to display this. So yeah, let's go maximum bulkhead, speed 16. Let's see what we can do with a merchant ship. Let's put your bridge at the back. Put your funnel at the back as well. I like the main guns options it gives us things. It only will let us put them underwater, will it? It says no mount, so we can't put them underwater. Why will you not let me put them on there? I want to have mounts on there, please. We could just put lots of 4-inch guns, I suppose. I would just build lots of them. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just go all out sailing man of war with 4-inch guns everywhere. The game is also really lagging. It doesn't like this. So what are you doing? Let me place them. Come on. Oh, it's going to start complaining that they got poor arcs of fire and won't let me launch it, I think. Maybe I should be staggering them or something to try and get this to work. I'm not sure. See, the game's deciding these guns aren't going to work. But I want these to work. Unless there's a way to disable that. Is there a way? Yeah, this is really starting to lag. Is there a way to turn off that warning so it will let me use this even with those guns having poor arcs of fire? Because if so, I will do that. Oh, apparently you can put all the engine types on it. That's interesting. Speed's not going to work at 16 knots, so we're going to have to reduce the speed down a bit. But yeah, that's a lot of poor arcs of fire, but... Oh, I like it gives cargo storage, so we could chuck that on if we want, but we don't need that. Let's put Lidite. Super heavy shells, do we? I mean, we're still apparently building 61 of these. I feel the game is going to crash before I can get 61 of these. Also, I could armor it up, but I don't know. Yeah, manually designating targets would be nice. I can't put barbettes anywhere. Can I just put extra funnels in? Yes, I could just put extra funnels in. I might do that. Just for the sake of redundancy. Will you let me launch it? See, design is okay, apparently. Let's just go increased ammo, because we've got the displacement. We can build 46 of these. I'm not going to bother with armor. Let's watch the game crash. I've never seen that many ships in this game, so I don't think it's going to work. Look at all the divisions it's going to have to try and load. Are we prepared for the game to break? 46 transports. Transports, again, quotation marks, and 2 destroyers against battleships and things. Whoa, okay. Look at this. How do I can't remember again. What is it? There we go. This is the test for my GTX 1080, yes. Look at the Armada. Look at its beauty. This is Imperial March worthy, I think. Look at that. How many guns are on this game right now? That's what I want to know. I didn't even look. How many guns do these ships have individually? Oh, one of them's on fire already. Should I just turn them all on AI power, maybe? I'm not sure, but let's just try and give some orders. I'm not sure how this is going to work. This is probably not going to work. Because they're all playing follow the leader. And the enemy is way over there. I don't even know where the divisions are. Okay, you are there, so... Who's following who? Yeah, I can't even tell them to go anywhere. Nor do I actually have the ability to manually change rudder or that. And right-clicking appears to be doing nothing. They are apparently firing. But I think we're out of range. Yeah, we're probably out of range to fire at the moment. Oh, we lost a transport. No. Well, we haven't lost it yet, but we're about to lose it. I think we're going to have to wait for them to catch up to us, because we literally... I can't tell them to go there. Like, it's not physically possible for me to tell them to go there. No, destroyers, you don't need to screen. I think these ships can do whatever the hell they want. I like that the games had to give them all names too. We're probably using up the entire name generator's list of names here. There's probably some repeats. Like, yeah, there you go. There's Tirpitz. Are any of them firing yet? That's what I want to see. I think we're too far away. How many guns do these have? I didn't check. And there's no easy way to find out. But yeah, the range is what? They've got, like, no accuracy, really, but they can fire out to 7.8. So, that battleship there, what is he at? I don't know what he's at. Oh, we've got a collision. Unsurprisingly, we got a collision. They're all firing on our one poor destroyer. Oh, destroyer. Yeah, these aren't destroyers, but they may as well be. Oh no, they're destroying main guns. Let's just speed up time, I think. Break the game even more. Come on, you need to shoot back, you know. There you go, this guy is up close. So, all of you, could you please all just fire on this guy if you can? Yeah, the game's not even letting me select them. I'm not seeing them fire, which is a shame. I want to see the volley of rain from this, but they're not firing. Not entirely sure why they're not. Oh, there we go. We're firing. These two are firing now. Let's go to this ship's perspective. Let's see what this destroyer crew is seeing. Look at all the shell splashes. It's some very turbulent water. And the game's visuals have no idea what to do about it. See, you have enough auxiliary cruisers, you don't care about losing a few of them. Look at all that fire. Oh no, he launched a torpedo. Look at that. Shame it wouldn't let me put bigger than 4-inch guns on them though, that would be fun. He's on fire now. I'm not surprised. Oh, there we go. It came back. They're not big guns, but there are a lot of them in the fleet. The Age of Sail battle line, that's what this is. And the game really doesn't like it. Look at that lag. There's too much going on. You feel bad for the destroyers that are charging in here. They see the convoy and they're like, oh, this is a perfect convoy to attack, not realizing that this convoy is all imposters. Look at all the gunfire going on. That's why the game's lagging. There's so much smoke particles being rendered, Unity can't handle it. But some of our guys are way over here too. And then we got our two destroyers that are just here. Ah, their destroyers are closed in. Should I turn on like 100% accuracy or something just to see what happens? I feel we don't really need it with this many guns, but you never know. Like, I can't even change any of the stuff on my ships because it's literally not on the screen. I found out how to break the UI. Oh, you're flooding now. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's go... Where is it? Max accuracy, there you go. Oh, Jesus! Oh my god! I can't even see the ship anymore! And the game really hates this. The gunners figured out their aim. Oh my god. I don't even know what this battlefield is. We sunk in. Which poor sod have they targeted now? Oh, that guy over there. Look at all those destroy marks. Oh, the ship just vanished. What's going on? I don't even know anymore. I think we just wiped out the entire destroyer flotilla. We're not charging the enemy because the game will not let me even tell these ships to aim anywhere. And I think the enemy has max accuracy as well. It looks like they might. It seems a bunch of them are targeting the battleships. Here you go, we're literally taking on the battleship with... Look at this! Look at all these HE shells! If you saw that... My god. Oh, there we go. I'm getting error messages appearing now where the game can't load things. Oh my god, look at this! Wow. All your armor won't stop the transports. They will take you down. And yes, this is the max that the game will run at. I might need to try changing the settings down. But, to be honest, I don't think the visual settings are going to help fix this much. Look at all those ricochets. Well, yes, these are all transports. They could still be carrying cargo amidst however many 4-inch guns they've actually got. Okay. This is not what the game is designed for, but I'm glad you can do it. There's lots of pots and pans falling around at the moment. I don't know how many ships we got left, can't see. Like, our ships are being whittled down. But so is that battleship. Very slowly. Being burned. Oh, there we go. We took the battleship down. We've lost a few ships ourselves. But we took a battleship out with just the... Who have we targeted now? We've targeted the other battleship. Okay, so our transport gunners are that bold that they've decided they will take on battleships before they want to pick on cruisers. Just to humiliate these admirals, I guess. I wonder how... I wonder, I'm assuming we're exceeding however much stuff the game can actually render at this point. If I go into the settings, I can't even really change much, because I have to quit out the game and load it again to do that. If I turn them off, is that going to make any difference? No, not really. They may as well leave that on, it didn't change anything. But yes, the time that the time that transports took on an entire naval fleet and are succeeding at the moment. Look at that. We'll have to do something that the game will actually be able to handle next, I think. As much as I love this stupid transport idea. The frame rate is just too bad. This isn't really watchable, as hilarious as it is. Having 50 odd of these transports was a mistake. Look at all these hits. There you go. We've got 9,600 bounces, 111 ricochets. Oh god. Oh no, we lost transport. I don't think we're that concerned right now. Oh, the game's getting even laggier as I try to move towards our ships because it's loading all their gunfire now. Look at this. And the game's constantly throwing error messages at me. It's like, no, stop. Don't let this continue. What are you doing? Who would have thought this is how you break the game? Not with ridiculous battleships, but by lots of transports with tiny guns. This transport is clearly the ultimate meme ship. I thought my design last time was peak meme ship, but no. This is how you meme ship. Who needs a proper navy? You don't need it. Just go all Age of Sail and broadside everyone. Oh, who have we burned down now, almost? Oh. Oh, that cruiser is nothing but fire. Look at that. The game can't handle him. Yes, this will have to be a highlight. Not sure how I can edit it, but maybe try and speed it up to make it actually watchable. I'd have to try and, you know, massively accelerate the video playback to get to watchable frame rates. I feel real sorry for any sailors in these ships. Yeah, they should not be still fighting anymore. They've seen what we can do. Oh, there goes the cruiser. Who are we picking on now? Another ship that's on fire. God. Look at this guy. Yes, these ships here have the right idea. They're turning around. They're like, we're not going through with this. They've watched one or two battleships get burned down and destroyed, and they don't want any part of it. We just evaporated the destroyers. 1 minute there was 5 destroyers, then I turned on perfect accuracy, and the next minute the destroyers were just gone. We hit delete on them, that's what we did. And the game's gonna keep throwing errors at me. Oh, what's going on? There's about, or there was at the start, 51 transports over here, all armed with 4-inch guns. Now I'll jump over to one. Here you go. This is our warship. Lots and lots of 4-inch guns and not much else. This guy's firing. Or he was firing, he just stopped when I switched to him. There. It's only insanity if it doesn't work. These are working, therefore, this is genius. Why didn't navies actually do this? I mean, I can tell a million reasons why they didn't actually do this, but this is working. I like that we've got some destroyers just tagging along. You wouldn't be able to breathe from all the smoke from these guns. Our shells will block out the sun. Oh, they're firing on this one now. That's very cinematic, even with the low frame rate, though. I have a feeling things haven't gone well for this particular ship. Oh, what have they got? It looks like they've got only 3 ships left. What have they got left? The game is running noticeably better because there's less ships left on the field. That cruiser is sinking. This light cruiser. There's only got 2 ships firing on him. This one's got no one firing on him yet. I'm guessing most of our fleet are not in range anymore. Hang on. Let me try. Look at how spread out they all are. Oh, okay. They're all targeting this guy. I'm sorry, dude. You picked a bad time to come here. They haven't learned that if they stay more than 8 kilometers away, we can't shoot back. But they keep getting closer. And into their doom. I wonder how big the error log's going to be by the time this is finished. There's a lot of cutlery and pots and pans falling downstairs as well. Now, if only it let me put torpedoes on every single one of these ships, the battle would have been over before it began. How did we lose an entire fleet to transports? I'm telling you, sir, they weren't just transports. Do you honestly expect that anyone would believe any survivors from this fleet? They would think they were just making excuses for their own failures. They are the Russian fleet after all. There you go, we've had 17,000 bounced shells so far. Look at all the ricochets going on. Now, I could have armoured these transports and made them into proper battle transports, but I didn't do that. This guy's doomed, and now some of them are firing on the other guy as well. Because he also decided he didn't want to retreat. for some reason. And this guy here, he is still heading towards the transports. You really shouldn't be doing that. Raw Britannia. Yes. I would play it, but that's probably copyright, and also these are German ships. So we would need whatever Imperial Germany had for an anthem or something. I don't know what their patriotic music was. I bet the Germans couldn't even have this many transports along their entire coastline, I'm sure. Hey look, there's one of our destroyers. Like, I like that our destroyer has just charged into the middle of battle. Once more into the breach. Look, this guy got too close now. You can tell when they get too close. They just suddenly explode in fire. Yeah, I wanted to put torpedoes on all of them. It wouldn't let me. The unlock all didn't give me above water torpedoes on the transports, which is a disappointment to say the least. I don't know if there's a way to change that in the cheats as well. It would be nice if there was. But I think we can say we've thoroughly humiliated the Russian fleet here. All their mighty warships sunk by transports. Yes, it's like water warships, 1410 battleships. Oh, here's our destroyer again. Or the other one, I don't know. Oh no, it's the second one. Oh, our transports are now turning into the battle. They're committing to this. Some of them have sailed off that way. Others sort of milling around, and a few of them have decided, no, I want a piece of this action. These two cruisers, badly damaged. This one, not quite so badly damaged, but he won't last much longer as soon as he gets into the firing zone. Still that gunfire going. This transport captain, this guy. Of course, it's the captain of the 1st Bismarck. Taking his transport in, leading the charge. Close to ridiculously close range to the enemy fleet. And look at that, they've been firing all this time. He's still got 17,000 shells. Oh my god. They're literally just floating magazines. I hadn't even noticed that before. He's not even firing at the moment, I don't think, or he might be firing. I think some of him is firing, but the game is just not rendering it anymore because it can't handle it. Oh no, an ammo detonation. Don't think the time acceleration has helped. And yet I'm impressed the game hasn't actually crashed. Hey, he sunk. And now all the fire is being focused on the few remaining. I don't know, I think we'd definitely call these, what, assault transport ships, something like that. I mean, there's not much room to actually put stuff if you've got more than 17,000 rounds of ammo in your ship. I should have counted how many guns these actually had when I put them on, but I didn't think to look at it at the time. There you go, this mission is supposed to be build a battleship or a cruiser. Well, I had better ideas. Max out the armor? Yeah, I should try that. Just make the tankiest transports possible. And yes, with less ships there'd probably be a better frame rate. And also if there's less ships, maybe I'd actually be able to control them. Given I can't give any orders because it won't let me. I think this is the last ship that they have left. This has got to be the last one they got left. I don't think there's an auxiliary cruiser hull. Does anyone know what ships you can put above water torpedo tubes on in this game? I feel you probably couldn't put that much armor on a ship because I reckon you're going to hit a weight limit before you can do that. I could just turn and make a ship invulnerable, but that defeats it. Come on guys, you can sink him. He's the last straggler. Come on. Oh no, we lost another transport. There's still so many divisions on the bottom of my screen. Ah, they're all AI controlled, I think. because it's showing all the AI control things. So the only ones it gives me direct control over are the 2 destroyers. That will be why I couldn't give them directions, because they're all apparently AI. So this has been an AI versus AI match. And he goes down. We won! Oh, and the frame rate suddenly recovered when all the ships stopped firing. So we were on that mission, weren't we? Yeah. Defeat a powerful battlecruiser that attacks your convoy. Yeah, we could do that. We'll go with more funds, thanks. So, are there any options that would let me unlock things? I don't think so. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be anything. Because I can unlock the ship give all text. What does that mean? Or is that how I unlocked everything? I don't know what that means. Oops. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means necessarily. There's so many things loaded that I can't really switch between them. So actually, oh, torpedo boat. Torpedo boat destroyers. Can I put torpedo launchers on anything? No, it will only still give underwater torpedoes. I really want to be able to have above water torpedoes, thank you, but I think only the cruisers can have that. I'm pretty sure you can't. Oh no, you can have them. So can the battle cruiser hulls fit that even? Like say, could I fill this hull with them or not? I can. I could fit lots of them on here. Okay. We have our plan. We'll build a slightly more conventional looking ship first. Yeah, I'm guessing it probably just gave all text. We'll cut that off. Set speed to max, although it won't let me build it because it says it's too expensive. That's probably not going to work. It's not going to let me build it like that. Yeah. We need a flatter ship. Do we have a hull that is just flat? There's that armored cruiser one's flat, but I want a fast ship. The battle cruisers give faster things. 4, 3. Now I think they're all pretty elevated. Yeah, they all look pretty elevated up, I would say. The armored cruiser's probably got the flattest hull. Like, say, that hull. But it is... I mean, I could just, yeah, go and put on, like, the Yamato's hull. on this thing. But it's like off the screen, I think, because I can't see it now. I had it at the start, but I can't pick it now. Yeah, let's stick with this hull. I suppose we don't really need to worry about speed match. It's not really our problem here. It's nice. Don't get me wrong, it'll be nice. Let's just make the best torpedo armored cruiser we can. I tried, no, it wouldn't let me drag it. I think the game is just broken when there's that many things being displayed. Electric torpedoes, 22-inch. We'll put main guns on because we have to. But that's not really the point. Again, we can't put stupidly big guns on this. We'll put those if we want. But really what this ship is about should be torpedoes. Wherever it will let me fit them. It's not going to let me fit them there, I don't think, because they won't be able to rotate there. Because the hull's not wide enough. Wide enough there. I could put. Apparently, a torpedo could be launched from the middle of the deck. No, I don't think it's the smallest tower. Hang on. There's that one I could fit, actually. I'll fit that one on. Which will give room for a few more torpedo launches. Actually, I know how we can get rid of the blast problem. Barbettes. They'll reduce some torpedo mounting positions, but their blast won't affect them. Ah, is that overlapping with that tower now? You move forward then. Is that as far forward as you'll go? No, you can go there. Just don't take any fire, because all these torpedoes will just explode. Won't let me put one there. Can I somehow fit two there? No, it won't let me fit two there. That's a shame. So I'll have them on the center line, because I'm not sure how that works, but apparently that works. Except for when you're at the back. Okay. We're using too much money, unfortunately. So we're going to have to address that. How many torpedoes? There you go. 19 times 5. So what's that? I can't do the math in my head off the top of my head. What's 19 times 5? We're going to have to reduce cost somehow. Oops, I went the wrong way. I want to actually reduce that. We don't need armor again. We don't need secondaries. The torpedoes are our secondaries. I don't think it's going to let us build it because it's going to say it's too expensive. What can I do to reduce the cost? I suppose we're up against a battleship, so I don't actually need all this. They will probably be destroyed before I get in range, but what is the range on these torpedoes? 14 kilometers, so we'll see. There you go. Some guns have poor sectors of fire. Well, they're not guns, for one. Any more anywhere? Probably not, because they're too expensive. Ah, it'll let me put some there. And some there. But now we're too expensive again. Can I do this? Well, I've got perfect accuracy enabled, so I don't know if that's going to change things. I could put single 11s there. That still makes us too expensive, though. No, that size has got to stay, okay. Standard ammo torps. I could increase it, but that would be ridiculous. As in, like, a really bad idea. Or I can just reduce it. We don't need those big guns. We still need guns because our cost is going to be too high. So what can we trade off for that? There we go. We'll change the engines because we don't really need the speed. We'll put them back on. And then we'll put those on. What's our engine efficiency? Not amazing, but it's fine. We put more funnels in to fix that. There we go. We put one there. We'll put one in the middle. There we go. Ah, but that makes us too expensive again. Okay, there you go. Let's just see how this goes. There you go. We're a heavy cruiser. Apparently. What's that? We've got, like... Hang on, what's that? 438 torpedoes? No, 400 and... something like that. We got a lot of torpedoes, let's put it that way. Now, this game, normally, I have no luck with torpedoes. But if you have so many of them, maybe it'll work. Like, yes, he took out one. So what? Well, we are a heavy cruiser in that we have 11-inch guns. Let's see if we can actually keep any of them. I imagine we won't. because we don't have armor. Like, I think that will take them all out, probably. Yes. There you go, 16%. Yes! I think I should probably turn off the perfect accuracy thing, because I know the AI gets that too. Let's turn that off. And apparently the match still continues. No, I want to restart, thank you. Need invulnerability, maybe. But I want to see if I can do it without extremely cheating, just partially cheating first. Destroyed main gun, yep. What a surprise. He did not like that. What does he start off at? He starts off at about 20k away. Fair enough. This is totally not cheating, yes. I don't know how close we need to be for our torpedoes to actually launch is the issue. I can turn them on to aggressive. We launched some. I just heard some launch. Like, as soon as I switched it, some of them launched. But I can't even see them, so I don't know where they launched. Oh, there's some going. Oh, there we go. Yes, try not to see all those torpedoes, please. I think that's them all launched. Now, this is probably not going to hit him because we're too far away. But you never know. I just want to see what we can do first. Nice torp wall. Making the Kitakami proud. We're just about to test his torpedo defense system. That's all this is. Like, surely some of them might hit him. Oh. The game's throwing errors. It's not happy with me. Well, I want to see if any of these hit. First wave, missed. Is he going to take any from the second wave? I think he is too far away from them. He seems to be sailing in a straight line, but he was going too slow, and they've all just passed in front of him. Which is a disappointment. And the console is blocking me from being able to interact. There you go, go away. Come on, console, go away so I can actually see my controls. Thank you. Oh no, we lost some torpedoes. We might need invulnerability on this just so we can really test out if this actually works. What's that, 8 kilometers? See if we can get... Oh, we can't actually launch any yet, so there's no point turning yet. Let's just keep trying to get closer until they're ready to launch. Now, are any of them actually going to launch or not? I don't know. I always struggle to actually get them to launch. Will you do it, or do I need to turn you on to aggressive again? Gonna fire. Come on guys, you can fire. Anytime you're ready. They just don't like the fire. He's plenty in your range now. But no, they don't want to fire. The torpedo range is 14 kilometers. He is 6 kilometers away. They just do not want to fire on him. And no, he is not sailing away. He is basically sailing almost parallel to us at this point. I said, I always have this issue with the game. It doesn't like launching torpedoes. Like, come on guys, you have an ability to do it there. But now we're just broadside to him to destroy the torpedoes. Rather than actually launching any of them. I wonder, does secondary armor count as armor on torpedoes? I don't know. So I'm not sure if they do. I mean, I can just go, you know, make it invulnerable. Maybe I'll try that, but will that affect him as well? I don't know. Turn max accuracy on as well. See if this does anything. Well, he's not invulnerable because he's taking damage. Well, I think he's taking damage. I can't actually tell. I know we're not taking damage. Looks like he isn't either. So yeah, maybe we will just... Oh! Wait. What? What? Don't know what happened there. Something happened there. I don't even know which one we were in anymore. That one we were in. Yeah. There you go. It gives you the tomato. Yamato hull by default. I don't know what happened. The guy just apparently sank due to excessive fire. And yeah, even with maximum cost, we can't use the Yamato hull properly. Because it's too expensive. Um... Hmm... I can't even remember which hull we were using. That one. That's the one we were using. Just send the transports. Yeah, I want to try and get the meme build though with torpedoes to work. I want to do that first and then send the transports in. There we go, we can have some main guns. Oops. No, it won't even let you put them on the barbette. You have to put bigger guns there. What's the smallest gun that can sit up there? 8, okay. That means we're going to need some barbette armor. Ah, it only gives underwater torpedoes now. Why would that be? Why are you only giving me underwater torpedo options? Which one was I using then? If it wasn't that one, which one was it? I swear it was that hull, but it's now not letting me do it on there. Ah, there you go. No, I have to go into that to give all text, and then it will let me. But can I do that with the transports then, actually? Yeah. That's a question. Which was the transport hull we used? Because there's a few transport hulls, and it won't let me switch between them now. They're all off the screen where I can't select them. Yeah, so I can do that hull, which wasn't the one we were using last time. And no, that doesn't work on there, it seems, because I can give ship all text and it still will only give me that. Interesting. Not going to say I know exactly how the game is deciding that. Maybe it's because the transports aren't a ship you can actually play as normally. That might be what's breaking it. If I do that, I can put them on there. Yeah, it has a size limit, so it's not giving me the 18-inch guns, but it will give me the torpedoes. Okay, so we're back to where we were. Put on the small ones. Go away. Um... let's see what it will let me get away with. Like, it doesn't give me the option to use those. So the hulls have restrictions even when you unlock everything on what you can put on them. So I can't put 18-inch guns on this, sadly. Much as that would be fun. Rangefinders won't help with torpedoes, will they? They'd just be guns. I just really want to make this work. That's pretty much all there is to it. I can actually make them launch, of course. And I can put underwater torpedoes as well, because why not? There we go, we're over cost now, but that's fine. I'll have to try that. I'll have to see if we can put 18-inch guns on a pre-dread. I think most of them, their hulls are going to be so limited that even if you could, you wouldn't be able to actually place one in any of the mounts. So invulnerability and accuracy is on. Now, he burned down last time, so I'm actually going to turn the guns off. So only our torpedoes should fire. He might burn us down first, I don't know. Let's charge at him and see what we can do. Ah, we apparently launched some torpedoes already. Yeah, we apparently launched some torpedoes already. Oh, there goes another torpedo. Oh, some are launching. I can hear them launching. Not many of them launched, but some of them did. Oh, there we go. There's the torp wall. Now, let's turn off max accuracy. We've launched the torpedo wall. And let's turn off the invulnerability just in case that's affecting him as well. And turn ourselves away. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but we got to within like 5-kilometer launch range, so all these torpedoes, some of them should hopefully hit. Also, his accuracy is still really damn good. Look at all the porpoising torpedoes go. Skimming above the sea level as they do. I think he's going too slow though. I don't know, I've always sucked with torpedoes. I suck with it in Silent Hunter, I suck with them in World of Warships, and I suck with them in this game too. He's got a lot of guns actually. I like that we've got our lead torpedoes here, and then we've got secondary ones, and then we've got the primary wall as well. But the torpedoes are gaining on him. He's missed the first one. The first one that was launched. These second ones aren't looking promising. Also, he's going to get hit by that one. And then the wall. Oh, there you go. He took one torpedo. Now, yes, we've got it. Look at that. Oh. No, close. Close. But will he actually sink from that? I don't know if he's going to actually sink. His engines have been taken out and he's flooding along his entire underhull. Yeah, he's not even been trying to maneuver. Oh, there's another torpedo. Yeah, I think we got him. However many torpedoes hit him. There you go. 16 torpedoes hit him. Yep, they overwhelmed his defenses. That's one way to do it. And now let's do a mission. We want to try and do a pre-Dreadnought thing, don't we? So what do we want to do? Do we want to do that one again or whatever? I'm not sure which one will work. We could do this one. Sure. More funds, please. Can a pre-Dreadnought fit 18-inch guns on it? I'm going to assume no. Oh, apparently they can. It's just far too big. Yeah, it's not going to fit on that hull. But that does work. So battleships are allowed to fit the 18-inch guns. We just need to find one that's got enough hull space that we have a chance of fitting one on there. Because that one certainly can't. That one probably won't be able to when you've got the thing. Oh, apparently we can get all of the things on. Ah, this one we can fit them on. We can fit at least one of them on. Ah, we can fit both of them on. And there's the entire weight budget for the ship blown. Oh, apparently a cage mast. Ah, yeah, we can't fit them on there. That's going to be problematic. Oh, that one fits. They fit. Okay. I'm not sure how that tower's going to rotate, but whatever. Now, how are we going to make this actually be able to handle those guns? Now, this is a pre-Dreadnought. Let's see, what can we put on here? Let's just go, yeah, white powder, why not? With super heavy shells, of course. Let's go, yeah, good rangefinder. ADF. Let's put radar on. Because, you know, we've got a pre-Dreadnought with 18-inch triple guns and radar. And yes, we need a money cheat. We don't have one. Or a weight one, even. That'd be nice. Because we're basically going to run out of both. Bulkheads maximum. Or, no, standard. Then can we just whack up the belt armor? There you go, 20 inches of belt armor. 6-inch deck. Let's increase the turret top armor because these turrets are going to need a bit more protection. There we go. Now, we don't actually have any secondaries. And it's not really a pre-Dreadnought without them, so we're probably going to need to take off some of that armor. just so we can fit these. But we gotta have them, you know. This thing just won't look right otherwise. Yeah, let's take off some of that armor. And yeah, apparently that did push us over the weight, because again, I used the wrong ones. I used the 6s. Gotta stop putting the 6s in. I know that they never work. 5s are a lot lighter. Apparently they can't go in those ones though. But the 6s can. Why is that a thing? I don't know why that's a thing. But I want to have guns in those sponsoons because it looks better when there is some in there. And yes. Okay, we'll reduce some of the armor again. We probably don't need to be using super heavy 18-inch shells, but, you know, we may as well. We don't need to worry about barbette armor because we don't have them. Yeah, we'll just reduce the armor a bit to get our weight down. Basically back to what it was by default, I think, is going to be the case because we decided to put some secondaries on this. I think the engines are not going to help us much. Yeah, because we got fairly heavy engines on here. Yeah, so the diesels are the ones that reduce it the most. Yeah, standard shells help a bit. I don't know. We're like only slightly overweight. There we go, 21 knots. Diesel, oil fired, pre-dreadnought, with 18-inch guns. That's, you know, incredibly historically accurate. Oh, and I accidentally deleted one when trying to get a better view there. So let me put that back. Let me put that back, please. There we go. I'm just trying to get a better look at our glorious creation. This is why I'm not allowed to build ships. Stuff like this would happen. And yet, it looks kind of good. Not gonna lie. Those guns would utterly destroy the hull if they tried to fire, I'm sure. But this is fine. This is if the Yamato wanted to actually be, you know, a pre-dreadnought. The ultimate Mikasa. What's our accuracy going to be, is my question. Oh, they're actually reasonably accurate. And now, did I... Hang on. I better check. I'm going to make sure that certain sheets are off. Okay, yeah, that looks fine. That's Italian versus the Japanese. I'm not sure where that would actually happen, but it's happening here. A good blast there. Look at those guns. They're just overlapping the hull by such a massive margin. I'm amazed the whole ship isn't tilting over from those guns. Come on, lads. Oh, our secondaries are firing. That is just one hell of a ship. Guessing they're probably reloading. Oh, they're about to fire. Oh, there we go. There's one fired. There's the other fired. Here is our target. Wow. A single broadside and he's down to 35% structure with an ammo detonation and massive flooding. And yes, this ship would capsize if it tried to fire those guns. We're a 17,000 ton displacement ship with 6 18-inch guns on it. Oh no, I've got to remember, put down the speed to get our accuracy bonus. There we go. And they've fired again. Let's switch back over. And he's gone. Oh, that worked. We've got to take that guy against the mega battleship at the end. Let's do that. No, we're not using Yamato hull. We got to use that hull we were just using. Which one was it? That one? No, that one I think it was. No, it wasn't that one. Which hull did we just have? I've completely lost track of it already. That one, that's the one we had. There we go. We're Japanese again. Let's get our 18-inch guns, please. I kind of want the cage mast, but we can't fit one on this. So let's rebuild it. We have the technology. I just gotta remember what I set to let the game let me build it. Because I literally have already forgotten everything I set on it. I just love the idea of a pre-dreadnought using radar. I can't move the guns further forward, they won't let me. Unfortunately. Actually, no, this final mission guy, he doesn't have that, does he? He doesn't launch torpedoes at you. Because, yeah, I can only put that there. There's not really much point to us having secondaries or casemate ones in this, but I kind of want to have them anyway. And yeah, I've got money in this mission, but I don't have the weight. Which is the issue. I could just put torpedoes up here. And yes, I will build 14 of these. I love stupidity in games. Now, hang on, let's not go them. As much as I want to put them there. I really want to put them there, but the 5s can't go in those spots. And I want to give this some armor. Let's get the belt up to at least 20. If we can. We're not going to be able to. Weight's too much. Because we're faster than we were. We're what, 21? Okay, there's the cutoff. So we want 14 ships. If we can. Let's get some turret armor actually. This will be the end of the stream, I think, because it's basically dinner time, so I'm going to get this one done. How much armor do I need to take off just to get back to 14 ships? Come on. There we go. So, there you go. Not bad armor. Yes. We will build 14 of these to take on the ultra advanced ship. He had the British, the Empire of Japan versus the British. Okay, so the British are trying to, I guess, take Singapore again or whatever. Oh, how many battleships have we got? Can I select all the battleships, please? Now, where did it say the enemy was? Over there. Hang on, it was flashing a second. Will it flash again? Or is it over there? I'm reading that wrong. Yes, over there. Okay, everyone. Go that way. And let's see the AI try and figure out this formation maneuver. I don't even know what's happening. Everyone work it out. Come on, positions, everyone. There you go, enemy to the north. Apparently, we've only got one ship that's figured it out, and everyone else is kind of confused over here. I think what's happening is they're all following each other. So, hang on, you don't follow, you go that way. You. You're already going. Yep, you go that way. You guys, steady, you go that way. And then you guys, steady, that way. You figure it out now. Or do I need to put you all into one mega division if I can? I'll have to try and I think put them all into a mega division, because the many separate divisions are confusing the game a lot right now. Needs to be a faster way to do this, but there isn't, so... There we go, the Mega Division of 14. Look at the icon! Good night, Black Seat Gamer. Okay, everyone. Okay, I think the Yamato is now the lead ship of the division, which is only fitting. But everyone format in a breast formation, if you please. This is the Empire Strikes Back. Only it's the Japanese Empire striking back against the British Empire. Definitely need some Imperial March, though. Oh. The enemy has been spotted. Come on, we're still in a confusing formation right now. Everyone catch up. He's over there somewhere. We can't even see him yet. There you go, accuracy is apparently 70% chance to hit. That's pretty good accuracy for pre-Dreadnoughts. Everyone firing? I think so. Yeah, I would be confused as well if I saw a flotilla of pre-Dreadnoughts sailing at me. Look at all this firepower coming in. You don't know what ship he is yet. Our formation is slowly advancing. Oh, you fired. There you go, this is what this game's all about, isn't it? Recreating history, or making our own history. Oh, look at the fire going from those two at the back there. And also, the frame rate's a lot better than the amazing transport slugging match we had earlier. I keep pressing the wrong one. Go away. Everyone, let's form up. Line ahead now. They're sort of getting there. Oh, he's apparently on 68% structure already. We haven't even identified him. Your mega ship is no match for 14 pre-Dreadnoughts. You can't sink us all. Looks like they're firing HE. I'm not entirely sure why. I should have put the auto loading on the 18s to make them fire even quicker. But, oh well. Just waiting on the salvos to come in, basically. What's our accuracy there? Okay, so our accuracy is pretty poor at this range, so we do need to get closer. Alright everyone, start your turn. Yeah, we need to turn fast. No, we don't have 28 15-inch triples. We have, what's that? 28 triple 18-inch guns. That's what we've got. But now the AP's coming in. Oh, there's some good salvos. At the moment, they're mostly bouncing, but there we go. We know he's the Battleship Royal Sovereign. He has 16-inch guns himself, 8 of them. So we got bigger guns. And one of our pre-dreadnoughts has more firepower than he does. Albeit we don't have 8s and 7s and torpedoes. He has better armor than we have. But he's a 105,000 ton single battleship. Whereas we're a lot of 17,000 ton battleships. That's our difference. We are a lot smaller and cheaper, so our ships are a lot more flexible in use. Oh, look at all this fire coming in. Good few bounces there by the look of it. Oh, that one bounced right at the face. His structure is quite bad though. Why are you guys all sort of doing your own thing over here? I think that they've like almost collided with each other, so they've sort of spread out now. We definitely need better AI on the fleets because they're sort of all over the place. I don't even know what these guys are doing right now. Like Chiodo here hasn't even fired yet. Come on. I mean, you're in the middle of a turn. Oh, there you go. Now you're fired. Yamato is the one at the front. Taken the most fire so far. Yakoma is the only one that's actually figured this out. Well, with the amount of money that this mission gives, you would be able to build a stupidly large number of those transports. And we saw what happened to the game's performance using that many transports. So... I wonder if this captain-wise... I don't know, he's down to 27% now. So even though a lot of our shells are bouncing from him, there's still enough of them hitting and doing damage. Coming at him from quite a lot of directions too. But with his armor, I don't think the 4-inch guns would really have much success. Would be my suspicion. He's firing on Yamato, I think. Yes, he is. Hey, look, we're managing to bounce some. Oh, Yamato lost one of its guns. So Yamato's down to one gun. Ikome here, still fighting fine. Oh, the Takao has figured things out. Takao knows which direction to go now. The Katsuragi looks like to have also figured it out. That Nagitsu, something like that. Sort of working it out now. The Chiyoda getting there. And then Taiho and Suo have figured this out too. So they're working it out. They're not quite in the right position because Yamato and Ikoma are so far ahead of them. And then over here, Shoho, is that how you pronounce it? Oops, it's just firing off a salvo now. You got Shoho, the Setsu, it's already fired. Satsuma, not in a position to fire really. Was it the Kaio? I'm probably butchering all these names. The Kaio is doing alright. Yamashiro, not in position. Destroyers sort of in the way. Same with the Kaga right at the back. And then these destroyers, not sure what they're doing. You guys should really be going out that way. You should really go engage their destroyers rather than staying at the back here. Like, it looks like we're going to lose the Yamato here, probably. Oh, no, he's switched fire to the Ikoma now. Yamato's fore turret is damaged. Aft turret destroyed. But I think, yeah, Yamato is the only one that's taken any of his fire so far. And the Ikoma has taken a little bit of damage and is currently burning a little. She has just fired. Our shots are starting to rain in on him more as he's actually closed the distance with some of our other fleet on the horizon. Yeah, Yamashiros definitely must be clumsy. I mean, what are you doing? You're facing the completely wrong direction to everyone else right now. Like, everyone else is steaming towards the northeast, and then the Yamashiro is just pointing southwest, because that makes sense. The Kaga's not much better, to be fair. The Kaga's turning westwards, because reasons. The destroyers are still in the way. They need to get out of here, but I've told them to sort of get out of here. Natsuma's figured things out at least. Come on, Kaga, you can fire. Don't worry about shooting over your own destroyer. There you go. Whoop. Destroyer in front. Natsuma just fired. I saw that smoke. Ah, we got the ducky over here, the Akizuki. How are you doing? I haven't even given a look at our destroyers. The Akizuki, the Suzanami, and the Yuzuki. All doing okay. I'm not sure what your guy's predicted path is doing, but you can take him on, whilst these four, Yumizuki, Yadaki, Akabono, figured things out. Where's your fourth one? There's apparently four of you. Ah, there you go. The Nagatsuki, or however you say it, has figured things out too. We're just going to cut in front of the Satsuma and Akayo, while the Kaga and the Yamashiro just kind of do their own thing. Oh, the Akizuki is launching torpedoes, presumably at the battleship, I'm going to assume, rather than at these own destroyers, because that seems like overkill. Royal Sovereign, not looking healthy. His secondaries, and I think his mains are now firing, at least his secondaries are firing at the Akizuki there. The horizon is just smoke. Lots and lots of smoke. It's just too angled for a lot of them to actually be doing much damage. But yeah, the Akoma and Yamato are in probably the best position to be bringing fire on him at the moment. Oh, one of our battleships fired at the destroyer there. Here comes in some salvos. Let's try and turn the fleet around a bit. Try and reposition. Yamato is not looking great, but still in the fight. Yakoma has gotten off pretty lightly from all this fighting. Will the next bit meme be these or the transports? I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm definitely going to have to highlight the transport meme, because that was just hilarious insanity and utterly game-breaking. These guys, maybe not quite so funny, but it is silly seeing them like this. I think maybe not this battle, but the previous battle where we basically two-shot that one battleship. That one I might put up as a highlight, because that was fun. I mean, as always, the streams go up in full, and then I edit out whatever bits are worthwhile as separate videos. I can't imagine the amount of work that people like RT Game must do. It's like, he must spend a hell of a lot of time editing down his streams, because he's streaming so often, and then editing it down into those vids that he posts up on the channel. Oh, Royal Sovereign just took some torpedo hits from one of our destroyers. And now he's more broadside on to most of our fleet. Look at all these bounced shells. Maybe we needed the super heavy shells after all. Though we are taking him down, and we haven't lost a ship yet. So far we're winning. We've done more damage to him than he's done to us. Oh, there goes his rudder. He's down to 1% structure now. Who's going to be the one to get the killing salvo? I think that's going to be the question here. The Taiho's salvo's coming in. Did some nasty work on him. Looks like the Kaio and the Satsuma's salvo's coming in now. Now, Suwo or Shoho's salvos come in. Setsu's coming in next. Then Kaio's at the back. Yamashiro finally figured out where the enemy is. Sending a salvo now. And there they go. We did it! Mission complete. That went well. Yeah, that went really well. We'll have to do some of these. Like, this one might be interesting to do, because the enemy fleet here is quite big. Doesn't give you as much money. Like, see, that one we just did gives you the most money. But we'll see what we can do. There's a lot of missions here, and I can get through them where we can. His destroyers were still there, but according to that mission, the win state is to sink him. So his destroyers were there, and our ones were engaging his, but when he was sunk, the mission ended. So we didn't have to sink them, they weren't required. You see, here you go. The win condition is just to sink him and keep at least 30% of our ships alive. Well, none of our ships were sunk, and we took him down. So we were able to do it. But yeah, so that was Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. I'm going to end the stream here for now, because I've been streaming for 3 and a bit hours, and I've got to go now prepare for dinner and all the rest. I might do another stream tomorrow if I can. Definitely want to try more memes with the transports if possible. Sadly, can only do 4-inch guns, but I do want to see how much armor I can put on one of them. Because I reckon a fully armed and armored transport division might be quite funny to see, whilst also the armor would reduce the numbers of them a bit, so the game might actually run better. but we shall see. Uh, until next time, thanks for watching. I'm Denodon. This was Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, and safe sailing. Ta-ra.